look at the face. I love your face. You're so expressive. You cannot hide.
You will talk about the truth, no matter what it is.
And my brain is like going, what? I'm grabbing. What's real? What's not?
Don't drink the punch.
Kenny right now. Kenny's here, and now she don't want to speak on it. But you know. I mean, how deep do you want me to go?
We would be a problem on set.
I know.
We would have a problem.
Jokes.
Drink your coffee and shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I was like, I don't want to talk about that.
I came out of COVID looking like this.
First thing that comes up to the top of the Google search, you want to know?
First of all, I'm not going to talk about it because what I'm going to say.
Girl.
Listen. What I'm going to say is.
You're funny.
You are too, sir.
Thank you, but you're like naturally just
psychotic. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's why I like you because you're like a little cray like me.
Thank you.
I can say something cray and then you'll just go.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different age bracket and time period of comedy that happens. You know what I mean?
You've been in front of the camera your whole life. But what I like about you is that you have just the amount of nuts. And that's a compliment.
Thank you. It
but
is.
You are straight up able to function normally.
No, I'm not functioning normally. I just know how to function normal in front of people.
Yeah, you do.
I don't function normally at home at all.
You do.
Thank you.
And how old were you when you did That's So Raven?
I started That's So Raven when I was 14 years old, 15 years old when they did the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a few months, almost a year in between them, and then we started the series.
So, New York?
For TSR, that was LA. Cosby Show was New York. Astoria, Queens. And Hanging with Mr. Cooper, which was my 7 to 11, was in LA at the Warner Brothers lot.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've been around a while, bro. I've been just chugging along.
And what's crazy is that as a child, I said, I want to act.
What age were you?
I was 9.
Okay.
And I came to L.A. with my mom and my dad to just visit L.A. And I was called to this place.
Oh, wow.
And my mom wouldn't let me do it. So she put in, I was from Philly. So there was like little things that came there, movies and stuff. But she put me in like local theater and I did it. But it wasn't TV. Like I wanted it on TV. And then I started when I was 17, which I considered late. But for someone like you, you had 2 lives before that. But now, looking back at it, I'm like, maybe it was good that that Nas says it all.
Yeah, I think it was really good that you got to experience life without worrying about anonymity at such a young age. Mm-hmm. If I could go back in time, it would be really difficult for me to choose if I would change it or not. One, because I did start on a show that is a staple in human history.
not just
American history.
Just that night. It was the building block. Let's give it all the flowers.
Yeah, let's give it all the flowers.
It was literally, it's an 80s icon. It's the building block of must-see TV on Thursday. Must-see TV, forget it. All networks wanted that.
Correct.
It was a rebranding of a legacy man, good or bad, personal. He was legacy. And it raised us.
It shined a light on a community that even till this day so many people don't understand.
Hillman College.
Exactly.
Like straight up, like it's crazy because like the Huxtables were considered like, oh, that's a different type of black society, black experience. And I did look at like Dr. Huxtable and his wife as just like 2 parents that kind of influenced me.
Because
and
they
raised
were.
Me.
Because they are.
Exactly.
Because if you took the color out of that family, it is any color family. Obviously, there were storylines that touched very culturally specific, but when it came to how they cared for their kids, what mattered, morals and things of that nature, that sat right next to any and every white family you could possibly imagine on television.
Yeah, and I mean, you speak on it so eloquently and you were so young, but like
I don't remember any of it.
Yeah. No, but like
I don't remember a thing.
They were the most responsible parents. I mean, you could say that the Keatons were good, but they were like more hippies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They weren't. I related to the Huxtables more than I related to the hippies.
That's fair.
And he was like New York. He was the doctor.
Yeah.
And Kadeem. and just so many different people were on the show.
So many people.
And
so many careers started from that show. So many ideas in front and behind the scene. You know, one of the things that I learned and I kept a part of my repertoire as I grew up, being number one on series after, or even being not number one on a series.
You mean on the call sheet?
On the call sheet.
Yeah.
Meaning that, like, everyone should have a chance to grow and rise within the ranks of a show, and giving titles to all people of all colors and all backgrounds. You know, now it's like, it's mandated. But back then, especially on a black show, it was very important to see yourself, not just in front, but behind the camera as well. And Mr. Cosby instilled that in all of us. And I took it to Disney, and I took it to anywhere I went afterwards, even when it wasn't the norm. I was like, no, I have to be able to see myself, because if I don't ask for it, who will?
So, black camera assistants, black grips, black catering. It's true. Like,
you don't see it everywhere.
No, I could tell you a lot of my early movies, there was always a few people in different departments, but they weren't like, I remember wardrobe on a movie early on, head wardrobe was black, and but you're right, it was probably 20%.
It was it could be less
sprinkled.
than that.
Yeah, probably
it's less than that,
probably
to be honest
less.
with you. And now I love it because the black people, you know, push through the door, and now we're getting all colors, all types, all backgrounds, and it's protected. Thank goodness now. So it's mandatory in a way. But yeah, that show deserves all of its flowers, no matter what happened after. And I will always credit everyone on that set from top to bottom for creating who I am today and allowing me to have the career that I have, because they took a chance on someone who had never been in the industry before. But it wasn't because they were like, oh, she's so cute. Like, I did the work as well. They also pride themselves, that show, that community. We pride ourselves on being professional and knowing that it's a job, but also having fun at the same time and following the rules.
Is this, like, does it affect your residuals? Is it not on anymore?
It does affect my residuals.
That's what's crazy. So when something so horrific happens,
do you?
Because that was the biggest show for everybody listening.
Biggest
biggest show sold in syndication.
I still got checks off of it.
Before Seinfeld. Like,
period.
There's so many things that I'm going to just say it. There's so many things that Bill Cosby pioneered and literally broke the wall. I mean, this is what's crazy. Like, yeah, he was a monster on this side, but he was a monster creatively. Both can be true.
Both can be true. Separate the creator from the creation.
100%.
And that's just where I live. You have to because the creation changed America, changed television.
1,000%. He from Philly, so he speaks to me a little more because I'm from Philly. Early book I read was about him. $1 a week he'd paid it to a shower when he was 25, and in like he was broke than a joke. He then gave $30 million to Temple, and it was the Cosby School of the Arts. They took the name off and kept the building, which I still kind of fucking shit on Temple a little bit. Like, what are you living? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and he was black, pro-black. He gave so many black people jobs.
And he also has been accused of some horrific things.
Horrific.
And that does not excuse.
No.
But that's his personal.
Yes.
So, personally, keep that there. And then business-wise, know what he did there as well. And like you said, both can live. And I think our culture is right to, don't do wrong. Don't do wrong personally.
No.
You just can't do wrong.
Okay, so then you go to Disney, and this is where I got to ask you, because you're different. Like, I wasn't consuming, like, I wasn't watching That's So Raven. Because,
if you did, I would be scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd be very worried for you, and I would be like, no. I'm just
I
messing
don't
with
watch
you.
it.
Unless you were high. And
No,
then I'd be
yeah.
like, that makes sense.
Although I do, Rondell was on it, correct?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he's hilarious.
I love Rondell. Hi, Rondellian.
And, but I
Takia
would
Crystal Kama was on it too.
Who?
Takia
Really?
Crystal Kama, yeah, from In Living Color.
That's so nice.
And from one of the Cosby shows, yeah.
And But I would see your billboard when I'd come down Highland forever. Do you remember? Like, it was all, I felt like you would have lived on Highland. That's so Raven. On the corner of Franklin and Highland.
Was me?
It was a huge billboard. And, you know, we can get into it later, but I also worked with Orlando.
Yes.
So, I know him.
Yes, we know him.
And my question is,
Mm-hmm.
the Disney, when did you get into the Disney family?
I got into the Disney family on a movie called Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. I was 13 years old. Oh, actually, I was 12. A little
Okay.
bit 12.
And 360 contract?
No,
No.
not at the beginning, no.
So they only owned a piece of you.
Barely. Yeah, they only owned the piece. And then what happened, it was just really interesting because, you know, nobody from Disney at that time had a career like mine prior to signing with Disney.
Really? No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because you had so many credits.
I already had 2 shows.
Yeah.
I already had 2 albums. I already had a movie. I've already done all kinds of things.
What was the movie again?
It was Dr. Dolittle 1. I had already done.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was in 2.
Yes.
Only a little
we
dog.
were in 2.
A little dog. I was a little dog.
I remember.
Yeah, that's right, Dr. Dolittle. That's right.
And so when I signed with them, we already knew, and when I say we, I mean my dad at the time, who was my manager, we already knew, like, okay, this is what they intend to do. We have to make sure we keep ties on what is all theirs and what isn't theirs and all that. And then it really came wonderfully muddy when the character was named after me. And, you know, I got my name, which was amazing because very rarely do women get that as much as a man does, and the Mary Tyler Moores of the world and people like that. But I was the youngest to have a show named after her, and of color and female. And as I continued my career, then I said, yeah, you know what? Let's keep going with Disney. They're doing a great job. Music career didn't do so well underneath their bracket because I don't subscribe to some of those things that was being asked of me.
Like what?
Just the type of music. I'm your Bjork person.
Which is crazy. Well, it's not crazy, but like you.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't
no,
expect
it's not,
it.
But again, we're going on stereotype bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
that's the
and-
funniest bullshit.
Yeah, because
Stereotypes are the best.
Yeah,
Not now, not
you're not
this
even
generation.
Silver Lake hippie. You're
Oh,
like
no.
Icelandic hippie.
Yeah, I'm a little different.
Yes.
And so, you know, I remember one scenario with the music. They were like, okay, so Beyonce turned this song down, and so did A-Marie. Do you want it? And I'm like, no, I don't want 2 songs that have been turned down. Like, I like weird original stuff. Anyway, so music didn't really pan out in that world, and I'm okay with that because I got to keep the power and control of my music career in a way that no one else really had at that time, which was pleasurable, and then stayed very, very connected to the television part of the Disney Channel up until here, still to this day, because I understand the morals and the values of the on-screen branding that Disney understands. I'm sure now that my podcast is out with my wife called Tea Time, we're not really speaking very Disney-like, but that's my personal. Got to separate the work from the personal. So
I think you have a very clear head.
thanks.
Are you on drugs?
Yes. No, I'm not on drugs.
See how funny she is? Because your timing is off the hook.
Thanks.
No way.
I've had. Listen,
No, I'm going to tell you some
personally
shit.
not. Listen, not right now.
Okay. Are you a drinker?
I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
Do you toke on the weed?
I used to, but not anymore.
Ski slopes?
The hell is that?
Come on.
Oh, no, I don't touch anything that I know
Yeah.
other people that have been in my position go off and have to go to rehab for. I don't
No.
touch any of that.
Yeah, because your skin is so nice. I'm like, she's never had that.
Oh, I'm no.
It's no
It's
chemical.
only gonna, and I know a ski slope could come from the ground, but I only
Yeah,
have
it
touched
could.
it. It could, but I only touch things that actually come. I need to see the roots.
That's that hippie.
I'm a hippie. I am a hippie.
So why are... I know why, but I want you to tell me why.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't know you.
You know me.
But I do.
Yeah.
Because we connected right away. When I saw you in the room, it was a hug,
Yeah.
Mutual Admiration Society, and it was on.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you escaped the shit. You know
I
what
escaped
mean?
a lot of shit.
I know, like, and she'll know this, but for everyone watching, Toluca Lake is like, you probably spent some time there.
I have a place there.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, like, you're another place or your main place?
Another place.
Okay,
that's where that was my first place in Toluca Lake.
Toluca, you go by Western Bagel, and then you get an apartment with your mom, and then you go to 17 auditions a day, and you screen test, and then once you get on a show and Disney's got 93% of your soul, you keep 7%. You and your mom eat bagels, and you're like, I can't believe we did this shit. Can you believe it?
Sushi Dan, actually.
Sushi Dan. Or you go to the Chinese place.
All day.
You go to Surfside Pool on the weekends. And then you go to Bob's because it's a treat.
Because it's a treat, and you get to see good cars on a Sunday.
And you had a good episode.
Yeah.
And then, bam, after your little contract is 3 up, then when you make that first negotiation,
you move to
Toluca Lake.
Yes, you
and
do.
there's 22, 23 houses. Steve Carell's always going to be there.
Always.
And he's in the...
Bob Hope, even though he's no longer there, you have to walk by it and give him props every time.
But the Duffs, Inez Dunst,
Everybody.
J Love,
everybody.
So I'm getting goosebumps.
That's
because
hilarious.
I call it the lake of strong mothers with dancing kids. Does that make sense?
So true.
It's the single household.
You forgot something. You're supposed to start at Archstone or Oakwood.
Ooh, yeah, no, the Chokewood. Which people don't
They
realize.
don't know.
Archstone's a little off of my grid, but the Oakwood going down Barham, which is all literally these places are successful because they're next to the studios.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, yo, I'm here for a deal. What do I say here? And the Chokewood was my boy Stu Stone, who was in Donnie Darko.
Yes.
That's where he met the Wu-Tang Clan in the hot tub.
98 Degrees was there.
Yeah, everybody.
Myself.
And nothing, it was just like people would go and swim at the pool, and there was actors, singers, dancers.
It's where you go when you don't know if you really got the job yet. And then you don't know if you're going to keep the job because it's already furnished. And then Archstone, which was on Vineland and Ventura, is where I used to live, and it was like B2K lived there and other actors. It was like you moved up from the Chokewood.
Wow.
Yeah, I was everywhere. My mom was like, time to buy your first place. You're moving to Toluca Lake. It's really safe.
Yeah.
But we didn't buy by the lake. I bought townhomes because I love real estate and it's easier to flip those.
You go to Priscilla's. Right, like this is. By the way, I'm all about that life. When I had a girlfriend and she lived there, I was about that life. And then you see Fetchinelli. I don't think he lives there anymore.
My God,
and his wife Jenny Garth, and it was like
it was a thing.
You ride your bike.
Yeah.
You walk to over here for brekkie.
It was the neighborhood, even though you were right next to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Like this is not a real neighborhood. This is just fake Hollywood neighborhood. It's
they
crazy.
made it so cute, and there's a part of me as I'm older now. Like I stand Burbank. Like,
I stand it.
Right? Like.
But I also love Koreatown. When I moved out of the Burbank area side of it, I went to Koreatown.
Korea coming up.
Okay.
It's up.
It's up. It is delicious.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
For real. Roy Choi.
All day long, honey.
Yeah.
Give me some shing. I can't. I love it. Anyway, I moved over there and I was like, okay, I get it. Like, I understand what the Valley is. I get it. It's so much better to me than Calabasas. Calabasas, it's just, okay, thank you so much. We know you have money. Come back.
I like it, but it's out there.
It's out there and it's too hot out there and all the things. The problem that I have with the Valley is that the food choices to me are not as hearty and filling in my soul compared to a Koreatown or compared to actually this side of town. Yeah, this side of the hill's food is a little bit more like, you cook that with love. You know what I mean? I'm a foodie. Can you tell?
But Koreatown, I lived there during the riots. Ooh. Yeah, and it was like a time.
That's hardcore.
Well, it was great because like I was a struggling comedian and I had rented a room and had no money, but I literally walked down the street and see a guy that I knew from the neighborhood who was black or Mexican, and then like everybody started looking at each other like, are we supposed to be cool?
Wow.
Like it was so tense, and everyone left. And so I'll never forget, I was driving, my buddy drove me in his car, and Precious Chong, I owe her. That's Tommy Chong's daughter. Tommy Chong said, go to the place. And he allowed his daughter, and I was friends with his daughter, and we went to the beach. and she like basically housed me for 3 days, my buddy, until it calmed down. But like on top of Tower Records, if you remember that, there was like a Lenny Kravitz. It wasn't him, but a type, and it was like singing love, and people on different buildings smoking joints, going, "Let's all get together." And as it was burning, it was wild because at some point everyone thought riots were just going to take over the whole city. Yeah. And then we got through it, but it was gangster, and it was Koreatown, but it was really Mexicans.
Yeah. Koreatown's just now really.
Now Koreatown's really Koreatown.
Yeah, it's really
getting.
It's getting some buzz.
But the line and all those hotels.
Yeah, I wasn't there back then.
It was bomb now in Quarters, barbecue.
Oh my God, I have some barbecue places for you without a doubt. Origins is my spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Origins a lot.
So
I have a question for you.
Go for it. Don't recall who
You are so free, and I love it. Right, but you come from Philly, so you have some soul in you somewhere.
Thank you.
What was it like being as free as you are in Hollywood, knowing that you could really touch on any culture background and have a joke about it? Did you get any backlash for the Am I making sense?
For which one?
For which one? How many did you do?
Wait, are you talking about backlash from?
Backlash from people saying, "You're white, you can't say that."
Like jokes and stuff?
Yeah. Or did you ever come across that? Because I feel like you are uninhibited. Like you will talk about the truth, no matter what it is.
Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, are you talking about recently or my whole career?
Your whole career.
Well, long story boring is my father. Like, I didn't know anything about music. I knew nothing other than Miles Davis, Lionel, I want to say Hampton. Like, my dad played jazz all day. And my dad worked in the city, and most of the guys he worked with were black. So we would have like summer barbecues, and most of his friends were black. So
got it.
And I grew right up on the other side. Like Will, people say whatever they want about Will, but Will did grow up in the hood. Like Will Smith is from the hood, and I'm gonna give him his flowers.
Okay,
so,
let's go. Will from the hood.
63rd.
Let's
63rd
go.
and Parkway. He was from the hood, and then over the Parkway was the suburbs, and I lived right on the edge. So I was hood adjacent, but comfy. So I could literally, I look at the hood, it was like, oh, this was like a cool little amusement park, and that I could go back to. But so I grew up around, I loved hip hop. Whenever I first heard Run DMC when I was 12, I was like, oh, this is my shit. And when we would have a park, and at black, white, Mexican, everybody would go and play basketball. So I did grow up with a nice life, but I grew up with a lot of cultures. And I think that was healthy.
It was very healthy. That's why
I took the subway a lot. My mother,
really?
Well, it's important to take the subway. And my mother.
In what city?
Listen.
I can't.
I know what you're saying.
I'm a little bougie when it comes to subways. I have to go overseas.
Listen, it's sad that you can't. I know. If you're on New York City, but you'll be on the New York City subway right now.
You'll never see me.
No, you can't. You can't.
I'm not doing that.
But there was a time where you would be on it, and Matt Damon be on it. And, and people do take it. Now, some people still take it. Obviously, it's a different time now, and you're a woman, and you're known. But it's sad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't crazy in the 80s as much. It was, but it wasn't. So my mother was older, and she would take it because it would go right to her office. And so I learned. It was cool to learn about the city life, and it was a little hardened, and the gears, and I don't know, something about it. It's triggering in a bad way, in a good way. But I did go to the city often. And so I think whatever you're saying is I learned. And then
you learned it. It's in your system. So when you do your movies when I met you at the little gathering that we met at, I went to you and I told you how much my brother, Blaze, who's no longer with us, absolutely loved you. And I would watch these shows, and I'm going to be honest, but like, who is this corny white boy who is hilarious?
I mean, put corny in there, though.
But then I started there, and then by the time I finished the movie, I'm like, oh, he's funny. Like, I'm down for this. But, when it's sometimes, and it's definitely a stereotype, it's like, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. And then as you went in, it's like, oh, you understand the culture, which is why you do it so well.
Well, thank you.
I love it. I really did.
And
And my brother made me fall in love with you.
And I'm so sorry for your loss. And
Hey, it happens. Life happens. And something happened in 2020. I know what happened, but I think something happened to where the world is entirely different than it was before the year 2020. You guys, I think we're in a time warp. I think the Tesseract from Interstellar has happened. Some shit is going down. Okay? I'm not okay. It's not okay.
Well, I got a comment on that, but to go back to what you're saying, because there's like two things you said, and it spoke two things. Like, so you're talking about like with my show and Malibu. Like when I did my show, here's why I did my show.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people this, and only you will get this. I did my show, right? I was telling another dude who produced my podcast here. I took him out last week, and I was at Morton's in Burbank.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there, but it's like a little soft spot. And I said, "You see that back room?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, I had some of the best dinners in my life here because we would tape at KTLA when I do the Jimmy King Experiment. We'd tape on Friday, play back all the bits, get killer laughs, and then the president of the network would take us out. We'd go through bottles and bottles, and it was...
That's when television was fun.
Yeah! And he was like, next season, can you do this? And we would write the budgets on napkins. And be like, can you do it for $15 million the whole season, or 12 million? It's all I got because then I got to give X amount to Smallville, X. But this was one dude.
Yeah, one.
And he's like, I'll get Phil in here. He'll run the numbers.
And now you have to go through an AI, a level. What is it? Level 21 of your building is all researchers, and if the research says you can't spend it, you can't spend it. Somebody stole it. On the other hand, they went on vacation. You can't reach them.
Yes.
Television is entirely different now.
And so when I had the show, I did it because I wanted to show people that I can act. I'd done a ton of movies, and I was getting the best friend. I went from like the third best friend to the second to the, my closest one was this movie called What Women Want. And I'd already done, I did Steve Martin. I had a good part in Bowfinger with Steve and Eddie. I had yes.
Oh my God, you did.
I had a good part in Three Kings with Clooney and George and Cube. So I was always adjacent to these A-list plus people, and so I kept moving up. And then there was a movie, Mission to Mars, and I went in like 3 times, and I lost it to Jerry O'Connell, and it was Val Kilmer. And then What Women Want, I went in like 3 times, and they were like, I'll never forget it, Howard Fuhr, God bless his soul, he goes, he talked about me like I wasn't there to Nancy, and he goes, I like it, but it's different. It's different, but I don't know if we can do it. But I like it, but it's different. And he's like, you can go, but I like it, but it's different. And I was like, I knew that was a compliment because I was right. And this is Howard, old school gay New York theater. And he's like, listen, he like said, he says, I think you're great. I just don't think you're right for this, but I think you're great. And it was such a compliment. But it was like Mel Gibson. So that once I got stand next to Mel, then the next thing is my starring shit. And then I didn't get movies for a little bit. And I was like, so then, of course, your agent goes, TV. So I do TV. And I was like, I'm going to show the world I can act. So I played all these different characters.
Yeah, you did.
But the town, you know who loved it? You and Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle came up to me and said, yo, man, it's funny shit. I saw him at the commissary. He goes, yo, that's some deep shit. He was so sweet.
I love Don Cheadle. He was on Hey, Mr. Cooper.
And wow, see? And so, but he's a real actor.
Yeah,
David Schwimmer also. You guys got what I was doing. And the town looked at me, he's like, I like your little prank show. But exactly. And I was so...
But you led the way for that type of show.
But to me, it was Saturday Night Live meets Candid Camera, but it was like I was doing real acting under imaginary circumstances.
Yeah, you were.
So only people like you get it and different people. But the town was like, it's cute. Anyway, it did help me blow up. And then that was the one thing. So did I get pushed back? No. Different time. And now, in 2020, what you're saying, I've changed my tune, and I'm just speaking out a lot.
Good for you.
Being what I believe, because I hate hypocrisy. But last night, I did a show, and I was driving, and my buddy picked me up. And it was 9:12 when he picked me up. And I'm looking for food. And like nothing was open. It's sad.
It must have been in the valley.
And no, it was over here.
Oh.
And I said, dude, let's go to Swingers. Because that's the only place over.
Swingers.
And it was 9:50. And I'm like, bro, where have we been? I feel like we've been driving for 6 hours. He's like, it's been 40 minutes. And I was like, did we go through a portal? So going back to what you said.
Some shit is going down, bro.
I'm serious. Like the time I felt like, I'm like, did I walk through a puff of weed smoke?
You did. It was laced with everything.
I'm like, what's going on?
And
I really felt that last night.
Something is really happening. I just watched Interstellar the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to be looking for striations in the gravitational pull and Matthew McConaughey floating above me somewhere because some shit is going down right now. And I think you're right. You have to speak out. And I think that people like you, people like Dave Chappelle, people that are not afraid to do what they want to do on a large scale, they inspire me. No matter what color they are, no matter what they're talking about, even if it doesn't align with me or even if it does, it's just the fact that you have the courage to fucking do it. Like, just do it, man.
The whole business has changed. And it used to be I'd be on a set. I don't know anybody's gender. I assume that was what they are. But of course, people are going to do their own thing. Yeah. I didn't know their sexual preferences. I didn't know their political beliefs. And fine. We're all at the same craft service table. And it's just Disney. Okay.
It's different.
And so now,
it's different.
And I don't want it to be like that. That's why I really want to talk to everybody, because people can say I'm a certain way, but I'm not. I'm literally registered as an independent. I told people I only voted once. It was for Barack Obama. And it was only because I went around the world and I saw how people didn't like America. So I'm like, we need change. Let's put the first black man in the office so then they'll realize that America is progressive. And
that was 17 steps forward, and now we've taken a lot of steps back.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know people's stuff, and it's like, but I'm about the person.
I'm about the person, and I do sit on the cusp of, I think everybody needs to understand how to respect one another, and I believe that there is a way to, I don't have to know everything about you, but I do need to understand to just respect it. And I think the Hollywood that I grew up in, that I know you know, is like you said, we're all at the table together. We're not talking about anything personal. We're not really bringing up politics. And if we do, we do it at the lunch table. We're not on set doing it. You know, the word babe was thrown around. The word bro was thrown around. Babe. There were hugs given.
Honey bunny.
Honey. That's my word. Everybody was honey bunny.
Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, honey, come here. Because there's so many people I don't remember your name.
Yeah, it means a lot of people.
There's a lot of people I don't remember your name, and it's out of love. But I know now, and I remember when it happened, they're like, all right, as an executive producer, you have to now go into these meetings. I'm like, oh, what meetings? Oh, it's new. A lawyer's going to talk to you at the beginning of every season now, so you know what not to say.
What?
So that the culture that we grew up in is wiped out, because it did lead to people who wanted to push boundaries and create really toxic environments. That's the problem. There were so many toxic environments, and then there were some that didn't take advantage of the freedom that we had. And while there is a need for boundaries, I do feel like we wouldn't be there if those people that did those horrible and heinous things just stayed at home. Like, those bad eggs ruined it for everybody.
Bad actors are the smallest portion. Okay, God forbid if they shot in New Orleans.
I shot in New Orleans.
Exactly.
You gotta be careful out there.
No, but I mean, like, all the women, I had only black women in the makeup and hair. They did everybody's hair, white and black, and we all laughed and had a good time. And at the end of the week, I'm not gonna say if wine coolers came out, but what was wrong with it?
and your scalp was greased. You were happy.
Exactly.
You were happy.
You know what I mean? Like,
but out here, that freedom created toxic humans that took advantage of people to where now there are rules that, and sometimes can prevent creative outlets.
1,000%. For instance, how do you feel about something that I haven't experienced yet called the intimacy coordinator?
I've experienced the intimacy coordinator. I was a creative director on a show. There was an intimacy coordinator. I understand the need for it.
And I've talked to a lot of women who've had some crazy shit happen to them.
Exactly. Again, sorry, go ahead.
No, but I also want to know that some scenes wouldn't be as good if they were like micromanaged.
And that is the dichotomy. That is the problem. An intimacy coordinator is necessary now. It wasn't and was necessary back then. However, there are good intimacy coordinators that understand the creative process And what they are doing is managing the toxicity that comes with it and helping those feel comfortable around. Then there's some people that are like, okay, don't do that. And even the actors are like, bro, just let me get into it.
Yeah.
We are overcompensating now because so much stuff got through, to be honest, and none of it should have ever happened.
No.
You know, but it's necessary because there's some crazy people out there that are going to take advantage of a scene like that.
See, here's the thing I tell people. Again, I'm not a woman. You know, I'm not a black woman. I'm not LGBT black. You know, it's like there's all labels. But
yeah, you're a white man.
I'm just a white dude.
Who's straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that sad now?
Well, it's a joke.
But I tell people I didn't see really too much. Here's what I saw: assholes.
Literal ones or the?
I just saw people that were really asshole-ish.
Yeah.
But I don't even really get mad at them because it's $50 million. It's a budget. Like, you could do it. See, I'm the worst person to ask because I love Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I love being in a movie. So you could shake me. You could probably even smack me. And I'd like,
love that shit.
Listen, I don't want to say the name, but I'll say it one day. But an amazing director. He didn't dress me down. He just told me I was bad. He's like, this is so fucking bad. Where's the guy I hired? And I just said, dude, I don't know what you want. And then he told me do this. And then I did it. And then he started laughing. Goes, there's my guy. And I didn't take anything personal.
That he would have now.
To me, that's normal. And he got the performance.
Right now, he would have been sent to HR. And
which he shouldn't been.
Which he shouldn't have been.
I wasn't giving him what he wanted. It's an $80 million movie.
I fully agree with you in that sense. I think that, again, we are overcompensating.
This is the fucking show.
Yeah.
This isn't the minor leagues. Yeah. Okay, there's pressure. There's studio heads. There's bottom lines. Fuck, if he wanted to pull my hair and smack me and say, fucking get it right, I would be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But that's me.
But it's also male on male.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he did it in front of people.
He did, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
No,
and that was the culture
creative.
at that time. I'm used to that too. I grew up in that culture as well. So when people are placating me.
We're battered wives, you're going to say.
Yeah, we're like, I'm used to it. But like when people placate me now because of the vibrations that have changed around set, I'm like, I need you to just tell me what you need. Don't come over here and say, oh my God, you're so amazing. I really love the way you look right now.
Get to it.
Just get to the problem for me. You know what I
man.
mean? But there are some people that are very triggered when it comes, you got to say it, they're very triggered when it comes to confrontational conversation, and some people in today's world need it to be a very, I call it petting to get through, and I understand it. But we are in an industry that has so much money to reference and and time restrictions and all of that. I think there's a happy medium though.
There is, but it's like the 70s, if you talk to
70s was crazy.
If you talk to, Jack, you smoked a joint and talked about the script. In the 80s, I'm not going to name the name, you told me this, but it's like you went, did a little toot and talked about the script.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, it was cappuccino.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like these guys.
Now it's kombucha.
Yeah. So the backs that we've come off of are just different.
Yeah.
And it's just fascinating if they really knew what was up.
If people really knew, and a lot,
you know what I mean?
They would be very surprised.
Some of the greatest movies were made in the 70s and 80s. I'm saying.
And you got your Me Too movement. We understand that things were not done appropriately every time, and those need to be heard. And at the same time, we need creative spaces that are not toxic.
See, now, exactly. I pushed back on some of that. I almost think you're with me.
Why would you think that?
Because I can tell. But like the Me Too movement, obviously.
Very important.
Yeah. But there was some BS in that.
It was also very important.
But come on, but listen, I'm like this. Mm-hmm. I've always been like that. Like
naked or just like
this?
Yo, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Wait, I'm getting pushback from you right now. I'm just saying, there were bad actors in that, but also some people. Tell me if you can agree with this. I feel like you're not, but you should. let's just say, for instance, blew a person thinking they were going to get the role, and they didn't get the role, and then they outed him. But the blowjob was part of it. If he would have given him the role, they wouldn't have said anything. So that's hypocritical. I know. It's up to you. You want to talk about it?
First of all, I'm not going to talk about it because what I'm going to say. Listen. What I'm going to say is, drink your coffee and shut up.
Mm-hmm.
There should never be.
Exactly.
There should never.
I know, but people,
hold on, let me finish. At any point in time, in career, in our industry, or in any other industry, be what's the Latin version of it? I give you, you give me. What is that?
Pat my back.
Pat my back, yeah, pat yours.
Hold my balls, I'll give you a roll.
Hold my balls, I'll hold yours.
No,
none of that.
Yes.
None of that. And there's no and there's no but. There is just also. That was the gross culture of Hollywood that we grew up in.
I know you have a lot of opinions, but you're a little shy on some things. But you're so opinionated.
You know why?
Why? Because
we live in a world where you can take what I say, chop it up, and 80 million people will quote unquote cancel me and try to take my checks away. I am not as strong as most.
Well, have you seen what you said recently? Because I just know a lot about you, but I Googled something. The first thing that comes up to the top of the Google search, you want to know?
I do.
You want to know? You let your wife pick the toys? Yes. I was like, I don't want to talk about that.
Why not?
Because that's, I don't know.
It's natural.
That's your personal.
Obviously, it hasn't get everywhere. My mama hasn't called me yet. Or maybe she did. That's why she had to go to the hospital today.
I was like, what?
Listen, I've never talked about it before. I felt comfortable in that space.
Was that on your podcast?
No, that was on T.S. Madison's podcast called Outlaws.
Okay.
She got me. I forgot. I pulled the curtain back a little bit. I learned about not doing that on The View, but she caught me. But
you said it on The View?
No. I learned how to not say certain things after being on The View, and T.S. Madison got me in a really comfortable spot, and we started talking about stuff. But yeah, I did talk about it, and I don't have a problem with it because you know what? It's natural.
So wait, are you? I hate identity politics.
It's so bad.
You're a lesbian. So you're a lesbian.
What is a lesbian?
I'm telling you, you really are a physical comedian.
We should work together.
I'm dead serious.
I'm super serious.
Like, you are so...
Thank you.
Believable. You're so big, but believable.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this is why my type of comedy, you're so loud and committing. So wait, have you ever had a boyfriend?
I've had lots of boyfriends.
And then when did you flip? When did you jump off the shit?
When did I jump off the stick shift? I knew I was. I knew I liked girls at a very young age, and I also knew that boys were cute. And I stopped all men after my stint on a show called State of Georgia. I was like, "Poop! I'm down. I'm done. I'm over it. I just need to follow this voice that keeps yelling at me in my brain over and over again every time I lay down with this guy." So yeah. That was, I don't know how old I was. You can Google it.
And you got married. How long you been married?
I've been married to Miranda for 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah, we got married during the Tesseract, which the 2020 weird thing that happened to
What's the Tesseract?
COVID. Something happened during that time, and
it's called. Oh, is that the reference to the movie you said? Wow.
Yeah.
So you got married during COVID.
I got married during COVID.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Why? Why is there a wow? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just saying that's intense that you got married during that time.
Yeah, we got married. Other people got divorced.
Yeah. I think you'll be bonded.
I will.
Clearly are.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through something like that.
Through something like that, and also just emotional. Like, what I loved about COVID and the
I had
shutdown,
a positive COVID.
I had a positive COVID.
I can't say that to people, but I used COVID accordingly. Like, I got caught up on life.
Me too. You would understand this. My whole life, working for the next job, trying to find the next moment, not really ever taking care of personal. not really allowed to sit down and listen to the voices rather than sit down and be like, okay, where's my next move? And COVID, I was in the middle of shooting Raven's home, so I knew I was coming back, so I didn't have to worry about the job, and I could just stop. And when I tell you, life flooded so heavy, I came out of COVID looking like this. I went into COVID with a skirt on and heels and hair long, and I came out.
You came out. You came.
Look what COVID did. You know what I mean?
So you are more girly.
I mean, I was visually more girly. My attitude is the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't. They weren't blending well enough.
But
for me.
were you in the dudes before COVID?
Yeah, I was in the dudes before. I was in the dudes.
Right up into the
no
variant.
No, I stopped being into dudes way before COVID was a thing. I stopped being into dudes long ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I stopped messing with dudes by the time Obama was like, you can get married to gay people. I had already been in a long relationship with somebody by then.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I had to date a girl since I was younger.
Okay.
I would have been called bi for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I said during State of Georgia show that I did for like 4 or 5 episodes, I was like, nah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be a lesbian.
And you know what? You're living your best life.
I'm having a great time. I am
Yeah.
extremely comfortable. I'm always stressed, but I'm not as stressed as I used to be. I'm not biting off people's necks because they're asking me to put on a Spanx and a corset and a skirt and walk down the street when really I want to fucking spread my legs and sit right here. Like back in the day. Oh my God, back in the day, I remember I did an interview and my makeup artist was like, will you close your legs? I was like, why? Why? She was like, because you're a girl. Close your legs. I was like, this shit is ridiculous. And I would take off makeup and wigs and weaves and put this outfit on when I got back home because I knew that
Comfy.
I was me.
Yeah, I tell people that actresses, if you catch them on an off day, they're always dressed like, they just came from like, the paint store or like.
Lesbian.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Home Depot.
And it's because all day they're dolled up and they want to just chill.
You're needed.
So when you went through,
I never said that before. I went in as a girl and came out.
That's so
That's
funny.
really funny.
But like women, when you're in front of the camera all day, you just want to chill, man. So it's like and everybody's up your shit. And
oh my God, I can't do that anymore.
Eyelashes,
chill.
hair.
But at the same time, Jimmy, it was deeper than just chill clothes for me.
Oh, it was.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit. It's
let the wife pick the sex toys.
Yeah, it's a little different. But I was doing that beforehand. It just everything started to blend. You know what I mean? And so that's what happened. But you're right. You're right. It's when you are dolled up all day. Like even now when I go on a set, I do my own makeup. I have to do my own hair. If it's a touch up, I'm like, tell me what to do because after a while, people scratching at you. I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's too much. No one's gonna know, especially you. You've been doing this for so long. No one's gonna know you like you.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah,
No,
and they get all booty tickled because you're
I love
like,
a booty tickle.
right? Because it's like, oh, this is my job. You're like, lady,
calm
come
down.
on.
Yeah.
Been doing it for 40 years.
You're also not doing anything. You're just like tapping me with like a sponge. You're not literally doing anything.
They get real.
Ooh, they get antsy. Love
Yes.
you guys. Love you so much.
Yeah,
just
but,
stop.
Yeah. So when you did Disney and you've come out, I think very relatively normal. How come so many Disney kids don't? I know why. I think I know why.
I would like to hear your version of it.
I mean, how deep do you want me to go?
I want you to go so deep. See, that would get me in trouble on set, but we know what that means.
That was that the lesbian side? So oh my gosh.
We would be a problem on set.
I know.
We would have a problem.
She jokes.
I can't.
You like Manatini bit.
Oh, I enjoy.
A teeny bit.
I love men. Don't touch me. Don't be in a relationship with me. Be my best friend for the rest of your life.
I know.
Like,
By
I
the
want
way,
everything but those two things.
The best wing woman I've ever had, straight up. Like, yo.
Oh, I'm a beast.
This this little L dog in Tampa, there was 2 chicks after a show. They're all, and she ended up, she ended up my dog, and then she ended up taking both. Like,
You gotta be careful.
yeah, you know what?
You gotta be careful.
I know there's up and down, but Ellen's been nothing but great to me in my career.
Love that.
Ellen also
Listen,
could be a gangster.
undercover bulldogs.
Yeah, like she could. Yeah, she knows what's up.
Oh yeah.
So
my friends know me.
yeah, so you could wrangle, and it's up to you to decide if you're going. Well, you're married now, but when you were single, it's up to you to decide if you're gonna let men, because you could take all the women. You know what I mean?
I was a very good wingman and a great girlfriend to men because I'd be like, you can do whatever you want to. I'm cool.
Zero jealousy.
I had no jealousy.
Because you didn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, Disney Channel.
Okay, yeah. Great segue. Let's put those 2 topics next to each other.
Well, I mean, look, there's so much smoke.
It's all good. We're here.
There's so much.
Why do you think the Disney Channel alumni end up the way they are? That was your original question to me.
If you want to, Nickelodeon. There's a.
I can't touch a topic I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, but there's a. Well, here's what I want to say. Again, because I know only a few adult actors that have come through as children.
Yeah.
And they're good. Mm-hmm. Some are completely out of the business.
This is true.
Some of them, God rest their soul, aren't with us anymore. And some of them are doing good.
And are scarred from the industry and will never come back. Yeah.
So, look, there's a ton of stuff. There's stealing of the person's money. There's like the thing of you don't even know what you're on. You're on a set like you don't even remember that part. I don't have a memory before 6. So if you did 5 years on a show, you don't remember it.
Yeah.
There's money stealing. There's the pressures of fame. You're 11, but you're really 37. You know what I mean? And it's like there's access to drugs. There's
access to sex.
Yeah, it's sick, but there's pedos, there's all types of shit, and I haven't seen that shit. But like you hear more and more now, and they're like the darkness, and then if you want to go dark, it's like how dark do you want to go?
How dark do you want to go?
Well, like there is some occultism shit. It's up to you. A
lot of shit.
And it's up to you to decide what you want to share. So I think that people come out of it, I applaud them because I could almost cry. Like, I worked with Amanda when she was 16 years old. And I'm sorry.
I love me some Amanda.
She's so sweet.
She's super sweet. I'm talking to her now.
She's so sweet.
I talk to her every now and then now because I want to go like this.
Her.
I want to go like this. Come here. Come here into my black southern arms and give me a hug, mama, because you need a hug. She's going through it, you guys. She's going through it.
I don't know what happened to her. And I just remember how sweet she was and all of the different. I didn't even know that was gonna happen to me. Like she was the epitome of sun, and I don't know what she's going through. And the business does that, and I know, but there's other people like you're so shiny and it's beautiful. And then there's like my buddy Corey. Corey's been in it since he's 3. He's seen
the world that we are in,
and he's doing good.
Yeah. I will say this: I wasn't able to be friends with her at her height and time.
You guys both had a similar height.
We had a similar height at a similar time, and I wanted to work with her so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't pan out. And then when I saw everything that happened, I was like, I need to reach out to her. I know she doesn't know me from Adam. We did a couple of things, like we did TRL together, and then we did a magazine cover together, whatever. But people like that, we just need to go and hug. We don't need to make fun of. We don't need to perpetuate whatever's going on with them. And I feel like that's the part that hurts me the most about Hollywood and the way that we've set up how to speak to celebrities. When we fall, when stars fall, we tend to laugh and point and say, I knew it, instead of realizing that there is a lot of shit that we have to manage that not a normal brain is used to managing.
Beyond true. It's like, but people look at it, there's a jealousy there. There's an not understanding there. It's like, if some people are jealous, You don't know what somebody gave up. No one handed anyone anything. And if they did, Lana Turner, the only person you ever heard of getting it in a coffee shop, you still have to maintain it. So you can get a break. It doesn't mean you're going to last 30 years. And the amount of hats, I used to tell them, like, when I did Ghost Whisperer, J-Love would have, she would direct the episode towards the end of it. She was managing her house, looking over 2 scripts, figuring out what she was going to wear to the Emmys, just got her trainer done with them, was doing a fashion line, and still had time to order Chick-fil-A Friday for the whole crew.
But you forgot that she also has to manage home life
Yeah.
and family members and drama with that and friends
and avoid paparazzi. And I was like,
and pay taxes.
She had she had a fuckload of taxes. She would wear 9 hats before noon, and I'm like, people don't realize. And she's an actress, and she's on the cover of Maxim, and every guy's trying to get on her fucking ass, and it's like the amount of minds that she overstepped. It was incredible, and I'm like, that's what you're saying. It's like, and to be, like Amanda, a love came up as a young actress, and you did too. It's like to do that at 15. So it's. I always say the most hardest thing to be in this business, and you correct me, is to be a young actress, because everybody wants to use you, and then they want to discard you. And if you can pull through that, when I see Helen Mirren, I'm like, God bless you. How'd you do it?
Oh my God, she's so good.
Yeah.
I want to add to it because I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying is when you're a young actor coming up in the industry,
yeah, young boy too.
You also hit this section in your career where, do I move forward or do I wait and go away? And that comes when the sexual aspect of, do they see me as sexy, comes, right?
What is that?
Meaning, so, Amanda did Maxim.
But she had to be 18.
But still, she was a child star. And then you have to make that bridge into adulthood, which is, are you attractive to us? And you already have that thought process when you're younger. You know what I mean? So that's why you have these moments in child stars' careers where, like, why did they do that? But they're trying to be sexy and they're trying to do that. So not only do you have to wear all those hats, but you also, let's break it down for the people that aren't in the industry. You're going to high school. The high school that you're going to, most of the time, you started off with those people in kindergarten. And you're growing up. By the time you get to high school, that's when you get puberty. That's when things start to look awkward. But thank goodness you're just in your high school. But you know the drama that comes with that moment. When you get boobs for the first time, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to show it. Now imagine that with the whole world watching. It's just the whole world watching you go through that day when you get your period for the first time and you have to be on a red carpet and everyone's looking at you. Or pick a problem. Pick a childhood growth and then put it in front of the camera. And that was when I was growing up. Now it's like Instagram and TikTok. Do it again on small screen and big screen and tell me that you're normal in the brain. Tell me you're normal in the brain. Prove it. I dare to prove it. You're not. You can't be. It's impossible. And like you said a little bit a while ago, you're 11 on a show, but then you're expected to be 35. You know what I mean? And people are like, well, the brain can't handle that. The brain will do anything in order to survive. The brain will change its dynamic and its growth pattern in order to survive. And at 11 years old, please, not everybody does this, but I know that I did it, and I know a lot of people that I grew up in the industry did it. We knew that we were on $1 million shows, and if we didn't show up, we ruined something. The pressure comes. At 11 years old, somebody that's not in the industry, you don't go to school. Oh, you're sick. You're fine. You don't go to work.
Wow.
You don't go to what? Now it's different, though. Now it's extremely different, and I'm learning this new generation. You can be sick and not show up to work.
Wow.
You can do
that.
At
11?
You can do that, and you can call a therapist and like, I don't feel good because this person said something. I want the culture. You can do that now. Was that allowed back in the day?
No.
Never.
No. Oh, Raven, she's being a little diva, 12-year-old bitch. My whole shit is fucked up now because she didn't come on Thursday to the set. So now I can't go to Palm Springs this weekend because we got to do a pickup shot.
Now you can call in sick to a show.
Wow.
And it's not judged like that.
Wow.
I'm not used to that. That's
No.
the world I grew up in, yo.
That is so different. And here's the good news that it's happening.
Yeah.
Here's the bad news.
That it's
Don't take advantage of it.
Oh, they will.
Because that's the thing. Is like, see, part of me loves the fact that you had that pressure on yourself because
it stuck with me forever.
you're strong.
I'm a strong
You know
ass
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you know, like Drew. I consider Drew is
strong.
Drew is a keystone of our business. And then I just had Tori on. Tori, keystone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but should the life been a little easier on Drew and Tori? Yes, it should.
Yes, it should have.
Yes, it should have. So did you probably get maybe a little less than Drew and Tori? Maybe, maybe not. You know what I mean?
But I was.
But now it's going to be, say it. But now it's good, but I don't want people to go overboard. Am I making sense?
No, you're making sense to me. What I was going to say is that mine was probably as strong because I was black girl trying to make it in the industry.
You got extra.
I had a little extra. You know what I mean? I had an extra bunch of people on my back
saying. People
saying,
put that shit on you. NAACP. Oh, here's our hero. She's
go
13. Through. Oh, blaze it, girl. You know what I mean?
You got to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what Drew and Tori went through should never happen to anybody. And again, I'm not saying that this new generation is doing the wrong thing. I'm saying that it's just going to create a different kind of human now.
Yeah, no, it is good. I mean, because if we can avoid having an Amanda sitch, that we should at all costs.
Most definitely.
And so it's just wild that you just said that. Like, I'm thinking, like, you're right. Imagine 2003, People's Choice. You're on the red carpet. For me, it was different for me than it was for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you got yours, but like I had already lived, and I'm a dude, so it's like
it's different. I love Amanda, and I'm rooting for her, and she's rooting for herself, which I love.
Good.
And I think the culture of children in Hollywood is going to change, and I really hope it does. And I will never put my kids in the industry before the age of 18. If they want to be in it, they have to. If I have kids, they have to wait.
That says a lot.
I want you to go through school. I want you to have a version of yourself that isn't performative for massive amounts of people.
Now, are we allowed to mention your co-star?
Sure.
Well, I love Orlando. I did a movie called Max Keeble's Big Move.
I watched it.
I think it was right before you guys started doing your show.
Yep.
I think he said, like, I just did this pilot. I'm going to do this. I think he was like 12 in 32-year-old man's body and brain. He's so much like you.
Yes.
And he was like, I just did this pilot Disney because he was doing movies like, I don't want to, I'm going Disney Channel, whatever. And then he did. He was so funny.
He's so good.
And a lot of kids came out of that movie, Josh Peck and him. And I know you guys have a lot of history, and I know that online, he came to my 40th birthday.
Aww.
Which is crazy.
Look at him doing good deeds.
But he came, and I had at the club on Sunset. What's the name of that club? You know the club. It was at the top of Sunset across from Balboa, and he rolled in. I think he was, how old are you, 40?
I'm 40.
How old was I? 13? Okay, so he's old. He was old enough.
Yeah, he was probably old enough.
I think he was smoking a fatty
Per
inside. And he always makes me laugh, but he's going through some stuff, and I got to talk to him. But you
talk to him for me.
Really? It's done?
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I got into the industry knowing that not every person I work with will be in my life forever. I also got into the industry knowing that people that I work with for years and years and years might be in my life forever. And I will always be this way with Orlando. I think he is one of the funniest people I've ever worked with.
So funny.
I think even now he knows exactly what he's doing. He, to me, is an unhinged Cat Williams of his generation. Unhinged. Not you, Cat. You're hinged, and I love you for it. He's smart. He's smart.
So smart.
And I know Orlando's history. I know his life. I know some of his personal, and that's not my MO. Like, I am not that person. but he is, and that's why I've never really fully engaged, because I know my strengths, and my strengths aren't the quips that he has. It's not like I wouldn't have never done bop, bop, bop. Like, that's not. That shit was hilarious to me. I was like, wow,
they
bro.
They put a beat on it.
Oh, it was good.
They put a beat on it. And I was like, yo, dropped it. They put a beat on it.
I'm not mad at him for it.
No.
I do think, though, that, you're messing with the industry that raised you, bro. You're calling out people that
he went deep.
He went deep with a lot of people.
But you're telling me that he's a wrestler? You know what that means? He's a troll. A wrestler is... they call wrestling is as real as a heart attack.
Yes.
But it's considered a work.
Oh, he's a wrestler.
It's a work.
I like that.
You like that? So
I think he's a wrestler.
But he started as a baby face. That's a good guy in wrestling. And now you're saying he's in his heel era?
I think he is. I think he's in his attack era.
But when he goes after the industry, do you co-sign it? Come on, it's not the best spot.
I know that's why I do not combat Orlando, because some of the things that he says, I'm not mad at him for.
No.
But when he comes for people listen, you have to know how to bait people in this industry, then say the truth, and then leave on a button. And I think he does that perfectly. He says some crazy shit. Then he tells the truth, and then he leaves on a button, and you don't know what just.
And my brain is like going, what? I'm grabbing what's real, what's not. You know what I mean? So like,
he's doing the job right.
Amazing.
And I'm not mad at you, bro. Just keep my name out your mouth, and keep the people that you lying about out your mouth. That's all it is. And I'm not. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
But some of the stuff you say is real. You know what I mean?
So I mean, he'll say dark demonic forces. She got quiet, folks. I know what industry I'm in, and I know how many light deposits I got to put out before I walk into a room. I just know it. What does that mean?
Let's just say I've never been caught up in some shit, because I like to shine a lot brighter, and the dark areas that I'm not supposed to be in, my energy does not allow me in those.
Can I say something? Because I feel like that. Like, I've never... like you hear these mansion parties. And I want to say this is that I've been to a lot of parties. I always tell people that, like, you go to Diddy party. I'm like, I've never been to a Diddy party, but I've been to parties with Diddy because Diddy's been at every party. Like MTV Awards, Diddy's there.
Yeah.
Teen Choice Awards, doesn't sound good. Diddy's there.
Yeah.
Emmy, Diddy was everywhere.
Diddy was everywhere.
So I never went to the after.
No,
right?
You stay away from the after.
Yeah, the third after.
You go home.
A warehouse in Van Nuys at 4:30.
You don't go there. Automatically, don't go there. I've been to 2 parties in my life where I looked around, I walked in, I was like, gotta go. You just gotta go.
The chemical. It's not weed. It's like some chemical.
It's chemical.
Weird
it
shit.
Smells like already old sweat, burning, and then you feel. And this is what you were talking about. You feel. I don't know if you've ever done this, but like you can walk into a place and you feel a gust of wind, but it never happens again. Or sometimes I'll like stare around and I'll see like a light over here or something like that. If you go to the eye doctor, they might say you're getting cataracts. But for me, that's somebody warning me to get TF out. You know what I mean? And I've had 2 parties where I looked around and I was like, this is not okay, and I don't need to be here. I don't care who's over there in the corner. I know that person. I'm out, because I'd rather be at home with my dogs and not going to jail later. You know what I mean? I've done it. And you don't need to be a part of it to be a part of it. I'm already here. People already know me. I don't need extra.
So you're saying you've gone and you can recall 2 times you went to a party where the shit was going to be darker than midnight.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't need this. It would
It's an energy?
It's an energy. Without a doubt, it's an energy. You feel it. And I felt it when I walked in. Never forget it, too. I was with the partner, and I was like, we both looked at each other like, nah, we need to go. Let's go watch Pootie Tang and go home and take my bra off and calm down.
Was it a mansion party?
It was a party at somebody's house, yes.
Because like I said, I go up.
It wasn't Diddy.
No, you go up to, I've never walked in and been like to some weird cult sex party, but there's definitely parties you meet somebody and you may leave, or if you want to hook up, maybe you can like hang out, but nothing ever like some Sodom and Gomorrah shit. I never saw that. And I believe that my energy, probably people didn't invite me to it because they knew my energy wasn't going to do that.
But some people are too light for it, Jamie.
Maybe.
Some
hopefully.
people are too light for it.
So the fact that you went in, you felt the vibe was going to get weird. And what she's saying by weird is in her mind, and she's going to keep it that way. But, you know, probably starts with a weird drug, and then people are like, the boundary pushing this. That's what people do.
Don't drink the punch.
Yeah, don't drink the punch.
That's not just a saying.
Yeah.
That's like a real, if there's a punch bowl in a mountain park, in a mansion party, don't drink it.
It's so true. Don't drink the public fucking punch. It's so true. Because your ass will be a pillow. You'll fucking, she's laughing too hard, folks, but they'll use you. You are a sleep number at that point.
All I saw was a face on a butt cheek and a straw.
And
a straw right there. Right before I was ready for it.
Like,
don't do it. Don't drink the punch.
It's not, so.
That saying didn't come out of nowhere, yo.
But here's what I want to say. See, because you're so light, and I don't know if you really mess with my beliefs on certain things, but I believe that there's dark forces. So when you're saying Orlando, don't mess with the town's totally different. AI is going to be running this town in 3 years.
That's fair.
I mean, we can do stuff. I think Justine Bateman is the truth. And she says we need to make human-made content for us to consume.
Yeah.
And I look at AI will take over everything. But we'll have our own little segment. When the Kardashians came, we were like, oh, that's going to disrupt. It's not going to take away Raven's job because you have your own lane. They just created their other lane. Now, it will possibly take away some eyeballs that were watching you and now are distracted over here.
Correct.
But it's not going to take away anyone's job.
No.
But also, people just add more consumption to their eyeballs. And they're like, I'll watch this and I'll watch this.
Exactly.
So when we're talking about this stuff, the whole town is different, so I don't think it's bad to speak out because it's just not the same anymore. I think that we'll be here and we'll always have our human to human content.
What I was talking about, Jamie, was speaking lies about people that has been in his life in a positive manner just to get people to click to do things.
Okay, so that's something.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I got you.
If you're telling the truth about someone, tell it all day.
Got it.
But some of the comments that he's made in the past, I know, are false.
Okay. So, okay. Now, the darkness, I don't, I'll shut up, but the demons.
Demons.
What about it? Because, I mean, there's more demons in this shit than we realize, huh? Look at how quiet she gets. It's so crazy.
Okay, here's what I'll say.
Can I just say Disney 100%, and then I want you to speak?
Okay.
You know they're putting symbols everywhere. Can you be honest?
I don't agree with that. I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I do not think they're doing it on purpose.
I will shut up. Now go ahead.
I do not think that. Okay, so here's my theory, right? Now hear me out. When a Buddhist chants, what happens?
Vibrates.
Correct. Why?
Because that's what it does. It's actual science.
Okay, and
it vibrates good.
And it vibrates good.
Positive.
A chant is a sound.
Yes.
And that sound has a vibration.
Yes.
Okay, take that. Now, let's take music.
Yeah.
What are people doing? They are chanting.
Yeah.
In rhythmic progression.
Mm-hmm.
And what do vibrations do? What do vibrations do to the human body? What do they do?
Vibrations to your body, they can heal you. Mm-hmm. They can probably make you sick too.
Mm-hmm.
That we're all vibrations. We are actually vibrations.
We are actually vibrations.
Yes.
It can heal you. It can make you sick.
Yes.
It can change your thought process.
100%. Manipulate you.
Manipulate you all day.
Mm-hmm.
That is, to me, what people are talking about when they mean this dark spirits. That is, we have the power in the industry, certain voices, certain movements can change the vibrations of people because you can be really addicted to someone's song. Be like, why do you love it? I don't know. It just makes my body move. It's a type of spell casting.
100%. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you're on the same page.
I'm there. And then, for instance,
sorcery.
And then for people like us, what is the one thing that they tell you can heal? It's laughter.
Laughter. Yes. So, but where I go is, okay, so, like, I really loved, like, when Doja Cat came out with that sweet song. And she's this pretty hippie girl from the Valley. She was like 23.
She's a dancer before.
Really? And she had the cutest little song. And then the last few things have been, what?
I'm a devil. She a bad little bitch. She a rebel.
So.
But I should let you know, I don't believe in devil or this. I just believe in negative vibrations and positive vibrations.
Again, let's talk about this with Lil Nas X. Oh, look at the face. I love your face. You're so expressive. You cannot hide.
I can. It's a really big problem. I'm working on it in my marriage.
But no, don't ever change.
Jimmy, what is wrong? What's happening with him?
Well, I'm going to tell you in my opinion. I think, by the way, one of the greatest showmen in the last 25 years.
Oh.
I think Lil Nas is aware of what she do. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, well,
I'm proud of you, white cisgendered man. Good job.
But like, he was walking down the street. I'm just going he right now. Was walking down, and I thought it was Larchmont because I saw that lemonade in the back, but I don't know.
No, that was the Valley.
It was the Valley. He went to that lemonade, but he didn't. I just did a reaction. He didn't seem like he was on drugs. He seemed pretty clear-headed. Okay, you're saying, but also on the easiest level, it was a straight up con to promote an album.
True.
On the worst level,
it was a drug reaction.
In the middle, it was a drug. On the worst, his programming broke, if you know what that means.
Oh.
Are you with me on that?
I'm with you on it.
Because
the programming broke.
We can go for many people. I can give you 4 examples of people that have freaked out through the years in the Valley. In the Valley. And God bless him. You know I love you, Martin. But he was throwing a gun up in the early 90s. And I love Martin. What happened? There's people that have broke in the Valley. So here where you go with your little positive, I'm about vibrations in Toluca Lake, and let's go to Bob's Big Boy, and everything is good. And there you go. Look at Cartman or Kenny. Look at Kenny right now. Kenny's here, and now she don't want to speak on it. But you know, something happened.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
ATL. Well, that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. That's where one of the parties were.
Ursh started young. That's a whole other.
There is something in the water in the Valley, Jamie. There is something in the water in Hollywood. There is something in the matcha green tea in the Valley. And I feel bad for them. Because in this industry now, you really do have to learn to say no. And if you say no, you don't get views and you don't get likes. People are afraid to say no. I'm sure you've learned the importance of it. But at the beginning of one's career, you never say no because you never know if you're going to get the opportunity again. But I think we need to learn to say no a little bit earlier in our career. Was that a good answer?
Are you running for office?
I try my best not to get in trouble, Jamie. This is a weird world.
I know, but you're almost 40.
I am almost.
Nothing matters.
Oh, nothing matters, but this is not a safe space. There's a camera in front of me.
Do you know that an alien ship is supposedly on the way?
When? I'm ready.
November.
Why? Who? From which one?
It's so crazy different realities can be. You're not on alien ship TikTok, are you?
Not on the TikTok, but I love it. I believe in the Anunnaki, so I'm down for the cause.
You do. I think it's A13, they're calling this. A Harvard professor, I forget his first name, his last name is Loeb. And do you remember Ananapua?
Yeah.
So it was like an Ananapua a couple years ago, that big thing that I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
Now they're saying there's a object approaching that's 7 miles long, and it has no jet stream from a comet. So now it's like
I did hear about this.
So I mean, girl.
You know what?
Speak.
I'm pretty happy with what I've accomplished in life.
Yes.
If we are gonna have a War of the Worlds Ice Cube moment, if we're gonna have
yes.
If we're gonna have a what's my favorite show with Sterling right now?
Sterling K. Brown has a show, and I just saw the billboard. I don't know.
And I watched it. It's coming out with a second season. Shite. Anyway, if we're going to have one of those moments, I have to just rectify with myself that I'm okay. And everything's going to happen for a reason. I already told you some shit's going down. It's after 2020. Nothing surprises me anymore.
But when you say...
We should watch The Simpsons and see what's going to happen in the future.
Do you agree with that?
I do.
When they say that?
Look at all that they did.
So you said you don't believe in anything devil.
No, I just don't believe that there is a devil. I believe that there are negative vibrations and positive vibrations.
I mean, that's a Toluca Lake way to look at it.
No, that is an old school Buddhist and an old thought process.
Okay.
Yeah, there's different, you can call them demons, but it's just vibrational. Why are you looking at me like that, Jamie?
It's true, because I think you're right. Wait, so you and your wife have a podcast called The Tea?
We call it Tea Time with Raven and Miranda.
And you guys go down...
No, we don't go down any rabbit holes.
Oh, okay, but you spill tea.
We do. We like to bring people on. We talk a little bit about what they're going through in life, and then they stick their hand in a teapot, pull out a topic, because there's so many topics to choose from in life, from sex to aliens to nepotism to narcissism, whatever. And then we talk about it with somebody, and I like it because your interview is different because you've had many interviews and you know not to ask the same questions. I feel like we're the same-ish way. Mm-hmm. But I want to talk to, let's say, Barack Obama and ask him what his sushi order is. Like, I want to know if it's a California roll or if he sits there and puts ketchup on it. I'm just joking. Like, I want to know those kind of conversations. So we try to have fun and have, like, I wonder if Barack Obama has car rage. What's it called?
Road rage.
Road rage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I don't think he drives.
Do you think he misses it? Do you think he misses a Newport and a stroll?
Did you say a Newport? 100% he smokes Newports. I think there's pictures he smokes Newport.
Without a doubt. Do you miss the Mustang and a Newport ride, Obama? We know you do.
Yeah, for sure he smokes Newport. He might do the lean.
You know what I mean? Out here, you know he misses that shit.
Oh, wait, you live in ATL no more, and you haven't lived there for a long time.
Correct.
You're from Atlanta.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm Southern.
But you've lived in L.A. and New York for most of your life.
I bounced back between the three until I was 14 when I permanently moved to L.A.
Okay.
Yeah. I've enjoyed my time with you. You're fun.
You're awesome.
I really enjoyed this.
No, I appreciate you. And where can people watch your pod? Whenever it comes out?
Yeah, you can watch the pod on YouTube, and you can listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. But we want you on. I'm here. I'm here in an official capacity from Miranda.
Oh.
To say we would like you on the podcast to stick your hand in the pot and bring something out.
I'm an open book.
I love it.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, friend.
I appreciate you.
Same.
Check out her pod with Miranda. Love. Thank you. Anyone's talking. They're blockers. That's not why I came to Hollywood. Fucking backwards. Bullshit.
I hate to break it to you.